With a degree from Marywood, what would you do?
With a degree from Marywood, I would align our bodies with wellness.
I would make a positive change for the future.
I would provide healthcare for athletes.
With a degree from Marywood, I would open their minds to a world of opportunity. I would help families get better.
I would inform and entertain at the same time.
With a degree from Marywood, I would do what doctors don't.
Marywood University. Discover your passion, realize your purpose.
While I was in the Army, I did a lot, of course, training, exercising and everything like that. I saw the beauty in it, and I liked how you could combine both the science and the actual application of it. So not only am I applying it in a very great manner, getting good high scores, I now know the science behind it, and I saw everything that was with it, nutrition, physiology, biomechanics, kinesiology, and I looked to where that could also direct me towards jobs. So, and then you could always give back to the veteran community. They do have physiologists, testing, prescription, all the different formats for exercise science majors. And that way you could give back and give the veterans a structure. We no longer enter the war thinking we're just gonna run it out. We enter the war thinking, what is the best application for it? How do I have the best assets? Well, now we have dietitians, physiologists, physical therapists, all these avenues that I saw this major can get me to give back.
Welcome to Logren Hall. This is where freshmen traditionally reside, along with other cool residence halls around Marywood's campus. In this building, the rooms are all suite style. Most rooms are 2 students to a room connected to a bathroom that connects to another 2 students. Some rooms have more space and 1 shared bathroom, housing 3 or 4 students.
There are also multiple lounges and game rooms on each floor that can be used to hang out with friends, study as a group, or to find a quiet place to study for yourself, including a 24-hour visitation lounge and a social space available to members of our Global Unity, Black Student Union, and Sexuality and Gender Alliance clubs.
Another cool thing about this building is that our Student Health Services office is housed right here on the first floor. So if a student ever feels sick or under the weather, they can contact the staff and head in at their appointed time. The center is staffed by a certified registered nurse practitioner, nurses, and a part-time physician. Both over-the-counter and prescription medication is available. And if a prescription is ordered, you can have it filled at a local pharmacy and delivered to the student health office.
We understand that security is a huge concern for our prospective students. So in order to ensure that on campus, we do have this front desk staffed 24 hours a day, as well as a campus safety walking escort available 24/7 anywhere on campus. Everything on campus is key swipe access, so in order for residents to come into the lobby, they would need their Marywood ID. We also have our residence assistants living in each residence hall, focusing on enhancing the quality of life, fostering a sense of community, providing support to the students, and staying attentive to the safety and security of the residents.
All freshmen are allowed to bring their car to campus, and it's totally free. Freshman parking is only a few-minute walk, and it is located behind the gym. Logren Hall is also located right near Nazareth Dining Hall, where you can stop for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or a late night to grab a meal from the all-you-can-eat buffet before or after class.
Are you ready to check out some of the rooms?
Yeah, let's go!
This room is called a double, with 2 students in one room connected to 2 students in the other room by the bathroom. What students really love about rooms here in Logren Hall is that they feel just like home. There's carpeted floors, painted walls, and you'll never see any tiles or even cinder blocks. Look around, you can even decorate however you want. A few of the amenities that students love in this building is that there's heat and AC in every room, so they can control the temperature.
The bathroom is right here inside your room. There's no communal bathroom that 40 students are waiting for out in the hallway. In fact, at Marywood, there will never be more than 4 students sharing a bathroom. What's even more helpful is that the sink is located right here in your bedroom. So if your roommate's taking a shower, you're free to brush your teeth or do your hair whenever you'd like.
This room is called a quad, with 4 students in one room, all sharing the same bathroom. A lot of these students like these rooms because they have a lot more space than the double, and you don't have to leave your room to talk to your suite mates.
Another big perk is that there's free laundry all over campus, so you don't need to bring quarters or swipe your Marywood ID. Just throw in your load and you're good to go. There are a few laundry rooms on each floor, so you don't have to carry your basket of clothes too far from your room.
While your residence hall will be the center of your Marywood experience, where you'll rest, relax, and refresh, we want you to get out and explore all Marywood has to offer. From sports to entertainment, planned and informal events, staying on campus, or exploring all there is to do off campus. Be sure to check out our over 100 clubs and organizations to get involved in with here at Marywood.
We can't wait to see you on Move-In Day.
Marywood just feels like home, honestly. I feel like I have so many friends here that I've met throughout the years that I can really count on, and everyone's really supportive here too. I really like the small class sizes where it kind of feels more individual and more of a personal experience rather than just a number at a college. The dorms are really awesome, and I met so many new friends from it because, roommates and just meeting people from my floor was really nice. And all the RAs that I had were really awesome too and really there to help you.
I wanted to do something that I love for a living. As a child, I already knew what I wanted to be. Working as a graphic designer or illustrator in New York City, that's always been my goal. My name is Jorge Ariza. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. I'm doing my MFA for graphic design. When I was a kid, I started with little drawings and also thought public art that was in New York City that became an influence on my life. A lot of my work focuses on a lot like illustration with pen and ink. My influence comes from New York City. It's my city, the one I wanted to succeed in. I decided to join Marywood because of the exposure. I can't name one specific thing, like everything is wonderful about here. The faculty are wonderful. I went to Baltimore and I managed to go to a pentagram studio. That was a huge eye-opener for me. There was a lot I got to see. You can do it. You put your effort and time into it, it will happen. So I'm hoping to say that in the future too.
Well, it's really an exceptional collection of artwork to have in northeastern Pennsylvania. It's the most comprehensive collection of modern and contemporary art in this region. There are about 150 different artists represented in the collection. What you're looking at are artists that are well known from the 1940s through today. What we want to think about today is the big why certain exhibitions are happening here. Students and faculty and researchers can work with it directly, and that's exactly what we do. They research the artists, the art movements, the context around these pieces of art, and they design exhibitions. That's a really exciting part of having it here and having direct access to it. Not to mention the outside artists and curators that we invite in to work directly with the collection as well. So it's really a vast array, but right here and accessible through the exhibitions that are presented in the Maslow Study Gallery. Well, we create loan situations with other institutions like the University of Scranton, Wilkes University, the Everhart Museum, Wyoming Seminary in Wilkes-Barre, and others. And that's one of the really exciting parts, that we're not just limited to campus. We really branch out quite a bit. It's a really special resource and teaching tool. My hope is that people know that it's here and that we're open for them to come in and enjoy the work and get pleasure from the work and to learn more about these artists and these art movements.
I think the biggest surprise is that just the opportunity that lies within criminal justice. Again, you have your courts, you have your corrections, and you have your law enforcement, but even if you don't want to go into that, there's always the civilian side to things. There's always the desk jobs. There's the frontline officers, but there's also, when a case goes to trial, you don't understand. It's not just over like that. It takes time, years, and there's so many man hours and so many duties involved that it's just amazing to get a grasp that so much work and effort goes into maybe a 5-minute news story on all ends. So it's just amazing to see all that come together. Like, people find value in that. They really do.
The community is just so welcoming and really inspirational. The students here help me strive to do my best. They help me push and become my best self. Through athletics, my coach and my teammates really push me to develop personally, and not only personally, but work as a team, work with a group of people for a common goal, and really help me work on time management. And between the academic, the athletic, and the personal, they really help me manage all of those to become a well-rounded individual.
I know a lot of other colleges that I consider, and my friends too, they always tell me oh, there's 100 people in the class, and then teacher don't know your name. Or, they're just, they just don't, you come and go, nobody really know. And I feel like here is we have our teachers know our name. It's very surprising to me, and they pay attention. They're kind of behind you. They want you to do good as a class, not just one person. And they actually want you to do how in the clinic, how you work, with the other people, and you want to good for one patient. So you have to communicate with others, nurses, front desk, all that. So that way you're completing the whole care instead of having a gap. So I feel it's the same thing here. Teachers are kind of encouraging us to talk to the other students, make a group study, kind of study that way. So it helps out.
Originally, in my academic career, I wanted to go into medicine, but I fell in love with research, and biotech really allows you to get hands-on and do lab work. It mainly encompasses teaching you techniques that you're going to be using in professional laboratories. There is a 4+1 master's pathway. I didn't do that. I originally got my bachelor's in biology, but then I came here, and so I'm doing a 2-year master's in biotech program. I am a graduate assistant, so I'm working with Dr. Antoniacci in her lab, so I do about 10 hours of paid research, and then the rest is just classes. I think it's a very great program. I think a lot of schools don't offer a program that's as focused as ours on getting you into labs and actually getting you to do research and hands-on techniques. The ultimate goal for me is to go into pharmaceuticals. I want to work for a lab. I just want to have a nice paying job that allows me to go 9 to 5. A big focus in my life is work-life balance. So I want to have a nice job, but I also want to have a life outside of my job. Biggest thing that made me choose Marywood was not even just the quality of the program, but also other opportunities like my graduate assistantship, because a lot of schools don't offer research graduate assistantships, but luckily enough, Marywood did, and so I get paid, I get tuition remission. It's just really great.
With a degree from Marywood, what would you do?
I would use teamwork to make a difference.
I would help the world breathe easier.
I would change the world one student at a time.
I would be president.
With a degree from Marywood, I would be a welcoming support system.
I would show the world I mean business.
I would bring color to a black and white world.
Marywood University. Discover your passion, realize your purpose.
If this is your way of taking notes, and this hands-on learning, Marywood can play an instrumental role in directing your performance. When music is your passion, give your performance purpose. At Marywood University.
I spent most of my life in Philadelphia, and I figured it would be best for me to get someplace out of the city, but still wanted to stay in state. And Marywood was actually one of the schools I found out about that had a School of Architecture just dedicated to just architecture. So that's what really pretty much brought me here. Always looked for a small school, and this, the moment I stepped on campus, this was definitely the feel I was going for. You'd think just because it's a small area, there'd be nothing to do, but there's actually a lot. And you also think maybe all the people are kind of just off to themselves, but really it's really highly connected here. It's really easy to make friends here, and just overall the whole experience has been really nice.
Think of a place where you feel engaged and inspired from day one.
A community that empowers you because we respect you as an individual.
A campus at the crossroads of passion and purpose.
Visualize it.
Because it's real and it's waiting for you.
Your talents.
Your perspectives.
Your dreams.
Your drive to make the world a better place.
You'll help shape our culture, while we help shape your future.
Your time is now.
Once I get my bachelor's in psychology, I am going to go and get my master's in school counseling so that I can become a school counselor, because I feel like I didn't get the best help from my counselors when I was growing up throughout school. So I feel like I can be that advocate for students who feel like they are struggling and help them with my personal experiences. It could be school struggles from anywhere from grades to bullies to friend issues, anything like that. Right now, I'm just learning the general things because I'm in general psych right now, but as I progress, I'll probably learn more about child psych, especially because that ties into my degree, probably a little bit of developmental psych as well. I just love being able to help people, and if I can do that with my degree, that's a pro for me. Once I have that student or that parent who's hey, you've come to me, you've really helped me or my student, that's going to be such an awesome and rewarding moment.
With a degree from Marywood, what would you do?
I would be at the top of my game.
I would help give a voice to people in need.
Me, I would treat everyone with compassion.
With a degree from Marywood, I would bring families together.
Traería una nueva cultura a las clases.
I would help communities get back to health.
I would show you what Patient Pride's all about.
Marywood University. Discover your passion, realize your purpose.